Hey you guys, my name is Nicole Harrington. It was actually just raining. It might even start raining, so let's do this quick. It's gonna be about 10 minutes, so please stick it out till the end. Today, what we're talking about are patterns, pattern recognition, how stress shows up in our body, and how it takes time to heal. Okay, and I just want to be vulnerable here at the beginning, and I want to share with you a little bit about my experience. So, I worked customer service. I love being around people. I love that environment, working customer service, like a front lines, it's like you're in the thick of it. You see people, your entire shift is working with people and helping them, right? And I worked, the max amount that you could, even though I was getting it's a physically demanding job that, you're so tired when you get home. I still was putting in the max amount of hours. I worked my ass off every day when I was at work. Like, I wanted to be the best employee. I wanted to get everything done. I wanted to cater to everyone's needs. And that was my habit. That was my routine. And it's a little bit cold. I quit that job. I quit that lifestyle. I went into coaching. I've always been a coach. It's my first job. So I've been doing it now for like 18 years, okay? So I turned that into a full-time career. And um, I I wanted to redefine my patterns. I was noticing my patterns of overly giving, having an empty cup and still giving to everyone else, giving, never taking, it's for me, I had to learn, see how stress was showing up in my life, see what patterns I was experiencing that were unhealthy. And I think that you can relate to this in your life, because here's an easy example of like, someone gets out of a abusive relationship and then they just end up in another abusive relationship and another. It's this track record keeps happening to them. It's like, why is that happening? They finally get out of a relationship and then they just end up in another abusive relationship. Well, the reason that happens is because we ourselves, I wasn't noticing my patterns. I wasn't, giving myself space to figure it out. It wasn't until I actually left that lifestyle, until I could start to create new habits and new routines, and and see how I was really harming myself. Okay? It wasn't anyone else's. It was harming me, okay? I was playing into it. Working long hours, always picking up shifts, things like that, okay? So, the topic I want to be talking about today, though, is once you get out of it, okay? Maybe you're in it right now. If you're able to change your life, get out of that relationship, get out of that job environment, get a healthier job, figure out what it is you really want. And once you're able to do that, it still takes years before you can naturally be doing healthy things. And maybe that's not what you want to hear, that it's going to take years, but it is actually, this is a positive thing. And the reason it's positive is because we are always learning. There's always something we can learn or upgrade. If we stop learning and upgrading our patterns, then that's when it's easy to fall back into old routines. Okay, so the thing is that the sooner you can get out of that uncomfortable, unhealthy situation you are in right now, the better off you'll be. How long have you been in that relationship, working that job? How long have these patterns been sinking in to your natural action? How long are you going to continue to let them run your life and run yeah, okay. I love this example too. It just came up. Money examples. So I thought that, oh my gosh, I need to be working 40 hours a week because I want to be able to spend whatever money I want. I want to be able to buy myself nice things. I'm independent, things like that. But the thing is if you stay hooked on that way of making money, which is unhealthy for your well-being, then you're not going to be able to see the other opportunities to make money. You can still have that life, but if you're stuck in that cloud, then how are you going to see other opportunities? Does that make sense? So ask yourself, how long are you going to let yourself be in this place before you make a change? Because the best time to make a change was yesterday, and instead of yesterday, let's do it today. So I have another exciting thank you. You've made it almost to the end of this video, and because of that, I want to share with you a secret. So I got out of the customer service world, physical interactions, but now actually I work 10 hours in that environment. And the secret here is that now that I took years off from that and coming back only part time, I notice that there's in that type of environment, especially when you're working with young a young crowd, or you're that type of job, if it there are I want to say this correctly. I don't want you to misunderstand me, because I'm not trying to say that my coworkers all impose that, I need to be working harder, or, I'm never picking up shifts. I'm not trying to say my specific coworkers doing this, but in that type of atmosphere, working hard, it's a physically demanding atmosphere. So if you're not working hard and giving 120%, then like, are you okay? Like, I get these questions all the time. Like, are you okay? Like, oh, you just, you need to have it a specific way for you to be, on top of your game. It's like, that's kind of what this atmosphere presents itself, is because you're physically working. It might seem like if you have to take a break, then it's, costing everyone else. You're putting everyone else in. So the reason I bring this up is because the secret is actually that it's not you. It is not you. Your patterns are when we're in an environment. We'll go back to the boyfriend example, abusive boyfriend, abusive partner. When you live with someone who is abusive, then it's hard to see the hope or the other options, or that there's other ways of doing it. And it's the same in this, working customer service. When you're stuck in the bubble of everyone is giving 110%, it's the atmosphere that is making it even harder. Okay, so when I took a 2-year break, when I was able to come back, what happened is I'm more grounded in who I am and what I'm going to commit. And I'm more grounded that you don't have to work hard and give everything to a job that you probably won't be at for the rest of your life, or that doesn't pay you more than $20. So, taking a step back, refocusing yourself can help accelerate your progress, and it can also help make sure you know what it is that you want and how are your actions going to align with what it is you want. All right, thank you guys. Make sure to watch the next video or comment your situation, and I'll see you later.